Well, hello, my loves. How are y'all today on this beautiful Tuesday? Today is the 3rd already of June. Oh my goodness. Man, have you, first of all, thank you for joining me today. I just started right in and talking, didn't I? Thank you for joining me today. Okay. I wanted to, send out, my appreciation to all of my returning subscribers. All right. And welcoming my new subscribers. You are welcome here. This is your family here. Okay. And you are safe to express yourself. All right. To ask questions about your healing, get the support you need. Um, you know, um, too many of us are just alone and not in hermit mode and not getting the support, and reaching out. Okay, and it's important to find a safe community or someone that you trust that resonates with you. Most importantly, okay, that gets you, that gets it. Okay. All right. So enough of that. um, and before I forget, yeah, the Her Healing Voice podcast is we're getting more and more guests added to the list. So I'm starting off with 12 women. Um, so hit me up, y'all. If you want your voice to be heard, because when you are healing and you share your experiences, you inadvertently heal others. We are not alone in this journey. Okay. And it's so important for us to understand that. Again, that's a way to bring our community together. You know, our voices together makes us stronger. Okay. All right. Um, Anything else? Yeah. With the 3rd of June, okay, and Gemini coming into the picture. All right. Trust y'all, I don't claim to be an astrologer. I do love astrology. I was, probably like most of you. I'm sorry about that. Like most of you, I used to dabble in it when I was a youngster, and got turned away from it. Right? Got turned away from it. But I really do enjoy um, tapping into the cosmos. Okay. So from time to time, you might hear me bring it up. Okay. But what we do need to know, okay, is that Spirit wants us to embrace our uniqueness during this time. Okay. Especially, if we're coming up with these um, innovative ideas, right? And, we have to maintain because we've got all of this fire energy, we've got Gemini, and so that and with the 3rd coming into the picture, that can bring up some heated conversations. Okay, so balance is important here. All right, be able to express yourself, right? Being open and honest at the same time, you know, be cautious. All right, be cautious on how you are expressing that communication. Okay. All right, my love. Let's jump right into it. But before we begin, I invite you all to take 3 deep breaths. Okay. All right, my loves. So let's jump right into it. Okay. Days are flying by. I think I was gonna say that. Days are just flying by. But doesn't it seem like that to you? It's like, where did the time go? And I'll give you a prime example. I I was awakened at 5:05 today. Yeah, 5:05, right? And that's that 555 energy is here every day. Okay, so embracing my loves, okay? Wonderful things are coming our way. Um, and before I knew it, 2 hours flew by. Just flew by. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get started. So, yeah, great blessings, great blessings, great blessings, great blessings, great blessings. Um, yeah, before I knew it, I was like, okay, let me get the rocking and rolling. Okay, what's on the agenda? Do you have an agenda? Some days I do, and some days I don't. I like that. I do. It doesn't, it doesn't mean that it's unproductive. It just means that I'm not stressed at all. I'm not stressed. All right. With that being said, this is a collective reading, okay? Only take what resonates. And remember, Spirit one. To show the beautiful sign of Aquarius today. All right. Thank you, Spirit. 0202. Spirit wants you to act on your ideas, Aquarius. You have the benefit of good fortune. All right? We just seen that. We just seen that. And with that being said, zeros are amplifying those twos. So I'm seeing those sixes again that we just saw. And then on the bottom of the deck. Okay? So, yeah. And there's that 3 of communication. Goodness gracious alive. Goodness gracious alive. And 6s again. All right, my love. Okay. 6s again. Okay. You should act on your potential, Aquarius. This see this pattern, okay? There's a pattern, absolutely. A pattern of 6s. Okay. Seriously, that's yeah. Okay. A pattern of 6s. You can do anything. I look there. Listen, I don't know who's from, but I can do anything. Yes, you can. Well, I understood about applying, right? Thank you, Spirit. Sometimes holding on does more damage than letting go. So leave things behind, Aquarius. Leave it alone. So long as it does, so long and reach for the opportunities that are waiting for you. So long, goodbye, farewell. Let it go. Because it does more damage, right? Take the lesson, learn from it, and release it. Don't ponder over why, how come, why did they. Take the lesson and move on. All right? Know to set those boundaries. Okay? Set better boundaries. Okay? Spirit wants you to reach those opportunities. Okay? I promise that you won't regret it. And I believe in Spirit's promises. You feel me? Okay. That's where that's who I put my trust in. That's who I put my trust in. So live your life to the fullest, Aquarius. All right. Summertime. Summertime. Get out and play. Let go of the need of approval from others. Live to your own expectation and nobody else's. All right? And nobody else's. Mm-mm. Love is all over this table as far as the intuitiveness that I'm feeling. Okay? Um, with the repetitive of the numbers of sixes and threes, all right? And twos. It's just, I just feel that. I feel that. What Spirit is calling me. Yep. Yes, indeed. Work your light. It's time to work your light, Aquarius. All right, it's time to work your light. All right, I haven't been in there in a minute. The spirit's like, yeah. All right, here we go. Time to work your light. It's time for you to shine. It's time for you to shine, boo. It's time for you to shine. All right. Yeah, some of them are still. All right, let's see what something is going to spirit one call me to it. Okay, something over here. These cards are so. All right, keepers of the earth, Aquarius, you are not alone. Your ancient ancestors stand beside you. So not only do you have your spiritual realm, you have your earthly family. Okay? Nothing to fear moving into this next chapter. Nothing. I will not fear. I will not be afraid. Spirit is going to guide my footsteps. That part. I am guided and divinely protected. So you have no fear. Let's take a deep dive and let's just, oh, God, how tiny these words are. Keepers of the earth. Okay, Aquarius, the keepers of the earth acknowledge the work that you have done already and are ready to work through you. They bow at your feet at this time and thank you for wanting to stand for them, to devote your life to protecting the earth in your unique way. It's time to increase your capacity to receive support in the physical realm. This can come in the form of financial abundance, acts of service from strangers, or people flocking to help you in your work. Oh, the only thing that is stopping you right now is your capacity to receive support. You desire to do not, I'm sorry, you do not need to do it alone, okay? You deserve to be rewarded for the work that you are doing. Oh my goodness. You are being supported and rewarded for your work, for going within, okay? For making those changes in your life. So, what Spirit is asking you to call upon the keepers of the earth to help you in your mission. Open your heart and your mind to receive more than you could ever imagine possible. All right, so we're going to hold this card. Thank you, Spirit. June is full of blessings, y'all. Oh my goodness. That that split that deck. That okay. I'm gonna go back and get that card. I am. Hold the card to your heart and say, I am open to receiving a whole new level of support for my life and my work, and I call it in now. So you can include any other specific request here and say thank you, thank you, thank you. All right? So work your light activation. I am open to receiving a whole new level of support for my life and work, and I call it in now. So you may say, I am calling in financial abundance now. I'm calling in a loving and supportive partner now. I am calling in a supportive and loving community now. A supportive community now. I'm calling in the job of my dreams now. Okay? And thank you, thank you, thank you, as if you have already received it. That support. Okay. All right, my love. So, blessings upon blessings upon blessings. Okay. We have activated it. We are in receiving mode. All right. We are in divine timing, my loves. Okay. That that is a given. Okay. Um, I cannot express that enough. All right. Okay. Let's get a message from our angels. These cards are off there. There's one. Oh, it's just one. Oh, no, there it is. All right. Yes, indeed. If message resonate with you, if you're open to receive, say, I receive in the comment. It's already mine. It's already mine. 808 is already mine. Okay? 80 put 808 in the comments, okay? It's already mine. Yes, it is. It's already mine. Yes, it is. Open your heart to receive it. You have been positioned, okay? You have gone through the fire and back, Aquarius, and you're being recognized for that. Wow. You know, that's when you know you don't have to you don't have to receive that. I mean, for me, I can't speak for everybody else, but I know spirit got me and it and acknowledges me, you know. Um, and at the same time, if you're not feeling, that type of energy, find a community. Find a community that will support you, you know, um, that chooses to um, thank you, Spirit. Okay, that chooses to support you at this time. Go where you're appreciated, not tolerated. Okay, where people enjoy your company. All right, they are enlightened by the conversations that you have. If you don't have to struggle trying to explain things to people, all right, they're on your vibration. That's what it means. You don't have to force it. If they're on their healing journey, you will know. All right. Spirit is asking you to clear, cancel, and release. Mm. So if you're struggling with releasing, okay, or counseling, anything, Spirit is asking. Let's take a deep dive in there. We don't want no misinformation here. Okay, that's on page 28. That's on page 26. That's an 8. Okay? All right, that's an 8, my love. Clear, cancel, and delete. You're being guided to clear your life and energy of any negative or challenging people, situations, or events. You hear me? Spirit is saying, get rid of it. If you're not on your healing journey, you know, why why subject yourself to that type of energy? Okay, why? It's time to release any old ideas, negative thought patterns, or even sarcastic comments. Hmm. Hmm. Even sarcastic comments you may be using to put yourself down. Angel wisdom wants you to recognize and realize the power of your words, thoughts, and intentions. Even if you're jokingly saying it about yourself, okay? I learned that early on. I learned that early on. Yeah. So, use positive ways to express yourself. That's really, really important. Speak of yourself in more loving ways, okay? Angels are guiding you to clear, cancel, and release anything you no longer want or need in order to make room for more love, positivity, and peace. That's what I want. That's what I desire. That's what I have. Okay? Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, my love. Going on in our evolutionary repair and growth. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go where you're appreciated. Not where you're just follow where people, appreciate your skills and your talent, you know, or they genuinely appreciate you. Because there's so many, which is not a problem for most of us. The fakeness out there. They're just there to get something from you, right? You're starting to see right through that. Yeah, you're starting to see right through that. Because those are the ones that only contact you when they do want something. you know, Otherwise, you would receive communication more often, so you already know. Spirit, anything on the sector we need to know. One more shuffle, one more shuffle. One more shuffle. Third, alright, good. Bottom of the deck. Past life karma, Aquarius. Past life karma. It indicates that past life is the reason why the intense energy surrounding you. So this is why Spirit is asking you to cancel and clear and delete and release. I said delete. Yeah, delete, delete, delete. Okay, because there's a past karmic um, energy that's surrounding you. Okay. Um, when some of you is like, oh God, I did it already. Sometimes, this is an ongoing thing. Okay. This is an ongoing um, practice. All right. So, and so Spirit is asking you to look for ways to clear past life karma and see the bigger picture of the situation by viewing it from a lesson perspective. Taking ownership for your part and forgiveness are key in releasing past life karmic relationships. Okay? If somebody is in the energy, I think that we are all feeling that. Okay? We're feeling something is coming. All right? Regardless if it's in a person and or event. Regardless if it's a person or event. Let's pull some clarifying cards. So Spirit is asking me to do that. You know, it's a part of letting, just letting all that go, right? Letting all that go, release it, leave it behind. Trust me, you will feel so much better. You know, when you start realizing the things that, let me say here, the situation, okay, that you become involved with, and when things happen within that situation, when you realize that it was a learning experience, it's so much easier to let it go than to harbor on to it. It really is. It really, really is. It's so much easier. Because at the end of the day, that person that caused you harm, they're not thinking about they're not even they've been moved on. They've moved on. So yeah, it's best that you learn to do the same. Forgive yourself first of all for allowing it to happen, knowing that you probably need to set better boundaries, or whatever it might be. Okay, and then move on from it. Build from that. Create from that. Alchemize it. Okay, I cannot tell you how many times I have alchemized my pain, and it's turned and you could just, from that, you could see the growth. Okay, you can see the growth. Thank you, Spirit. Desert of isolation. All right. Okay, I'll try to read this. It's so hard. Okay. So this card is about isolation. It's interesting because I'm in the desert. And I was talking about a lot of us being in isolation and in hermit mode. Okay, but no, this is what builds resilience. Okay, all of these lessons and isolation that we are in, it's building resilience. It's building perseverance. Okay, um, this is what makes you a part of the chosen. Okay, it's not glamorous at all. By no means, it is not glamorous. Okay, but you know, it helps us to reflect. Let's see if there's anything else. It helps us to reflect how far we've come, how far we've built, what we've built. You make choices in your life where you're like, God, I could have stayed. I could, I did, I could have stayed down. I could have stayed down, but I choose to get up. I chose to get up and rebuild myself, to change myself. You know, yeah, because trust. Some of us have gone through so much, and then, dealing with these certain energies, okay, that almost feel like in the demonic attack, okay? All in the same time, you have to still stand and pull yourself up by the bootstraps, okay? So you might feel isolated at this time, but now it's time to get out, my love. Okay, it's time to get out, okay, and be recognized for your efforts as Spirit is recognizing you by sending people your way, blessings your way, okay, funds your way, sending some coins, okay, sending some coins. All right, Spirit, anything else that we need to know? Thank you. Yeah. Rising in the flames. Yes, you are. Rising in the flames. Let your passion guide you to fulfilling your purpose meant for you. So let it fuel you. Okay? Enough said. Enough said. Thank you, Spirit. Enough said. Rising out of the ashes, Aquarius. Figuratively, emotionally, spiritually. Okay? All right, let's pull a chakra card, and then we'll be wrapping this up here. Let's pull a chakra card. Let's see what needs to be activated, what needs to be cleansed. Okay. Cleanse those chakras, keep them open and spinning. Alright. Well, Aquarius. We all about that. We all about the truth and balance. Balance is coming. Balance is being restored. More fire energy. More fire energy. Ooh, fire and water. Ooh, geez. And that's a 23. That is a 5. 5. All right, let's clear that throat chakra. Let's see that. Mm-hmm. Yes, I plan on getting out today. I was in working on my projects yesterday. I'm getting out today. All right, my loves. Since there's a throat chakra card and we were talking about communication, okay, with being the third for today, all right, we're going to do an affirmation for our throat chakra, all right? Because Aquarius, we are very um, passionate about speaking our truth, Okay. Uh, so, and it could get heated. All right. So we're going to, we're going to, kind of check that a little bit. Um, you can use a blue crystal. Okay. I'll set that here. I'm going to use this one. Okay, Aquarius. So Spirit wants you to sit quietly, okay, or lie comfortably and place a blue lace agate crystal in your hand or on your throat chakra. Allow the crystal energy to support your process. Imagine a vibrant blue ray of light beaming into your throat chakra, cleansing and balancing this area. Feel this energy touch you deeply as it shines light into any blockages and transforms the old energy by opening the throat chakra and allowing you to express yourself freely. Old fears about speaking the truth will dissolve, and you will feel your throat chakra open as you begin to express from a deeper place and integrity. Aquarius, you can communicate with ease and grace. Okay? So, what you're going to affirm is I communicate with ease and grace, and I am safe to express my truth. All right, Aquarius. So, speaking your truth, calling this card is an awareness as a reminder that the divine truth of the universe is pulsating through you. Okay? So make sure you take a snapshot. I'll hold it up again. All right? This is a truth. There is a truth in each moment. However, the challenge is to unravel the truth and understand what it means to you. Everyone has their own perception, okay, of their truth, their own personal understanding. And it is not always going to be the same as yours, Aquarius. So, you know, if you're up for debate, Aquarius can debate, all right? But understand, everybody has their own perspective, all right? And we're able to see everyone's point of view, all right? So just know that, Aquarius. We have to be open enough to see everyone's point of view or perspective, all right? So, um, you could be feeling confused due to taking on someone else's point of view or their personal truth regarding a situation. Now you are being encouraged to reassess their view and find the truth that resonates with you. All right? So you may affirm with this card as well. Again, I live and listen to my truth in each moment. All right? Woo! All right, Spirit. Thank you for that. Okay, so a lot of conversing, okay, is about to take place. All right. Um, Part of that, is expressing our truth will be on Her Healing Voice podcast that I'll be hosting every Sunday. Okay. So the truth that each woman brings to the table will be their truth and how they overcame, how they went through the fire. Okay. And it might not be the same as yours. All right. Let's take another pull from our Angel of Abundance card and we're going to wrap this up. My apologies, my phone keeps dinging. Okay. I do see competition, cooperation instead of competition, you know. So that's not what we're going to do. Okay, we are going to be we're, in cooperative, um, conversations that can be enlightening on both sides, right? It's not about who's right and who's wrong. Sometimes we have to take that out of the equation and just go, okay, I see that, and doesn't mean that that's your truth. It doesn't. That's their truth. So, yeah. All right, Spirit. Angels of abundance, guidance. What do we need to know at this time? Thank you, Spirit. So raise or promotion, much love, is in the cards for you. So congratulations. Congratulations is in order. An increase in your abundance flow awaits you, Aquarius. This is a result of your positive, focused willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. They are honoring you. Good job. Congratulations. Oh, oh my goodness. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. But you did it. And you're being acknowledged for it. Okay? Be in receiving mode. Open your heart and mind to receive. I wake up every day. I am open to receive goodness. Okay? Goodness. What wonderful things are you going to show me today, Spirit? What beautiful, magical things are you going to show me today? How good can it get? Okay? How good can it get? All right? Keep up the good work, Aquarius. Wow. Congratulations is at hand. All right. I am sending you all limitless love and light. I appreciate you all sharing your wonderful and beautiful energy with me. I hope you were able to receive mine and get something out of this message today. Okay? Word of encouragement is where my heart is, okay? Is providing words of encouragement, all right? I'm instilling faith, all right? And wisdom from time to time. So I'm sending you limitless love and light. All right. Mwah. TTL. Have a wonderful, blessed day.